in what ways are breakups transformational? Because there's someone out there who broke up with their partner and they want to like punch you in the face because that doesn't feel transformational.
Yeah. Breakups are incredibly unique in that they simultaneously collapse the meaning.
Hold on real quick. I noticed that only 3% of the people who watch this channel are actually subscribed. Can you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button? It helps the channel tremendously. And the bigger that the channel gets, the better the podcast will get. I appreciate you and enjoy the video.
I learned that from being in a relationship in which I couldn't do that.
100%.
And that relationship ended. And so if I had known how to do that, maybe that relationship works. Maybe that creates the safety. But she also said that she needed to do all this work that I don't know which is which, right? It's a little bit of both. And I don't think it actually matters. I think that what is important in relationship is that you and me are committed to being the best version of ourselves and showing up for each other in ways that are uniquely for your wounds. I'm not here saying, oh, that's your problem. You go deal with it and come back when you're all ready and healed. That's not what it means to actually be in relationship. Me being in relationship with you means I know that you have work to do and I have work to do and we're here to do it together. But I don't know if you've seen a lot of these posts online recently, but a lot of posts are about what I'm talking about now. I see a lot of them. Maybe it's because it's just my feed, but people talking about you're signing up for the wounds of your partner when you get into relationship as well. But one of the pieces that I think is missing from that is when you are fighting as a couple, it's important to be fighting for the relationship, not against each other.
Right.
And in order to fight for the relationship, you have to establish what that is. Do you understand what it is that you are fighting for? And I think that is a really key point to building a healthy relationship.
That's interesting. You're saying understanding what that is. And are you saying that's different for each relationship? Just 100%. Understanding what you decide that is?
100%.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Now, speaking of relationships, you said that, you've kind of already touched on it, but you've said breakups can be transformational. In what ways are breakups transformational? Because there's someone out there who broke up with their partner and they want to like punch you in the face because that doesn't feel transformational.
Yeah. Breakups are incredibly unique in that they simultaneously collapse the meaning of your past, present, and future. And very few things do that, maybe only death, where the moment you go through a breakup, suddenly your entire past leading up to that point, you look through that lens of that relationship leading to a breakup. Every word that was said, I will love you forever, I can't, blah, blah, blah. Now you go, this is a lie? Like, how did your entire past changes? Your present obviously changes, you're no longer in the relationship. And then your future, everything you saw for your future also changes. And let's say you get into a car accident, you really hurt yourself. Well, in that scenario, your present changes, your future changes. But you don't make it, oh man, all of my last 3 years leading up to this. It's not like that. But a breakup, your whole reality has just dissolved. And that is why they are so hard, but also why they provide the greatest opportunity for transformation, because you've just taken that Etch-a-Sketch and you've shaken it up and you get to decide who you become in the breakup process. And if you go into that process with intention, you are going to be able to take the lessons, leave the baggage, and become the person that is more ready and able to call in the type of love that you want.
I just had a lightning bolt moment.
Tell me.
You are the male poet Taylor Swift.
That's it. By the way, that's a huge compliment because I love Taylor Swift's writing, man. She's so talented as a writer.
Yeah. No, but it's just like you've literally, because she's mastered breaking up and then turning it into to music and like there's millions of people around the world who love her. Probably one of the best and most beloved country. Well, I guess not now country, but artists out there. And you've turned your breakups into so much wisdom. And it's.
Did you know I have a course called The Art of Breaking Up?
That was. I'm right there.
Yeah.
I was just about to move on to that, actually.
I created a course.
Yeah, tell us about the art of breaking up.
I just went through 3 very hard breakups that hit me, and the breakups happened in very different ways. So I got like a full, like one of them, she broke up with me out of nowhere. The other one kind of was, she didn't technically cheat, but there was some lies and things like that. And just, and my 10-year relationship obviously ending. And so I had this varied perspective on these different types of breakups, but this awareness of, okay, how do I move through this? And each one I got better at. I actually moved through it in a way that I felt was less suffering. There's a difference between pain and suffering. Pain is inevitable. No one escapes without the pain. But suffering is a choice. And suffering comes when we are in resistance to the pain. And so the process of turning the pain into beauty and emerging on the other side of it as a more embodied, more joyful, more impactful, more powerful version of myself, being able to do that required me to become that person through a series of exercises, tips, tools. So I went back through my journals and I looked at what was I doing. I didn't even necessarily consciously know I was doing it at the time, but I looked for the patterns and realized, wow, I can do this intentionally. And then I put all of those things into this breakup course called The Art of Breaking Up.